Welcome to the breakdown, episode 493, 7 episodes away from 500. For those who don't know how to count, my name is David Gokhshtein, founder and CEO of Gokhshtein Media. We are sponsored by Gemini. I was about to say G Media, but sponsored by Gemini. Shout out to Gemini. Click on the link. The link is on X. Well, not the drug, but the link is on X, formerly known as Twitter. You can find it in the feed. Also, if you're on YouTube, LinkedIn, tune it in on Rumble. The link is available there as well. Powered by Gokhshtein Media. Shout out to Gokhshtein Media. We're doing big things. Hold on. Okay. People are like, why you have a serious face? Because I'm serious. It's about business. Right? Yesterday, I didn't want to be serious. Well, I wanted to be serious, but I wanted to be casual, right? So I didn't wear a suit. I didn't wear a suit. What? Yo, you don't wear a suit one day and everybody goes crazy. Oh my God. He's not wearing a suit. Oh my goodness, he's not wearing a suit. Meanwhile, you guys are at home in your underwears. Okay? Like you're in your underwears, you're in your dirty ass white t-shirts. And I'm here wearing this suit that costs more than your house. We'll talk about a lot of topics. Okay, we're going to talk about a lot of topics. I have a few things to talk about. I will get started with one. Like I said, I'm passionate about a certain thing. This certain meme. I'm really passionate about it. And I'll explain why. You know, let me put this away. You know, you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? Man, any which way I say this, they're going to take my words out of context. Because that's what everybody always does. They take everything that I say and they spin it up into their own narratives, which sucks because the message is not delivered correctly, which makes it then seem like somebody's butthurt or they're crying or whatnot, when it's not the case at all. Not the case. Yesterday, I'm sitting back and observing again because that's what I like to do. I like to sit back and I like to observe. And I just like to write things down. And I swear to God, I consistently say that. I like to write things down. And I do. I just like to write things down daily when researching, observing. You know, I write things down, I research the topic, and then I formulate my own opinion. So let's go right to Crying Cat. Crying Cat, the meme Crying Cat. The first day that Crying Cat launched, it hit $10.2 million. No market cap, no market maker, no influencers, no KOLs, no nothing. It was a bunch of people that went in, people on their last soul that have went in to Crying Cat, and a lot of people turned their lives around. A lot of people got back on their feet. It was a vibe. it still is. It still is. A lot of people used crying cat to their own benefit. And that's the truth. While you had people that supported crying cat, you had people pretend to support crying cat, use it in their titles, and push other projects. So a major disservice to the entire ecosystem and to the community. I'll say it, I don't give a fuck. I don't spend my time on Twitter anyway, so you guys can go ahead and have a circle jerk around a fucking fireside about me and I can care less. But I look at this and I go, in the beginning, the first few days, you had spaces just, it had crying in it, nothing else, crying cat, only crying cat. And then it shifted into, let's put in more things into the topic line. And then you had people that had absolutely no intention of staying with crying cat, pretend that they were in crying cat, pretend like they fucked with the meme, but used it to go ahead and boost their own fucking status here on. I'm gonna go with crypto Twitter because a lot of you guys don't fucking leave crypto Twitter. So it's not. This is not towards anybody on YouTube, obviously LinkedIn, Rumble, and wherever else you're tuning in from, but specifically on X, you guys used it and pretended that you were a part of it. That's fine. Listen, as a community member of this, and as somebody who has continued to buy up at no matter what price point this shit has hit, I've watched and observed people pretend like they're down with a cause, but yet use it towards promoting their own shit. So miss me with your bullshit, okay? This shit right now, like Crying Cat, it's crazy. The reason why Crying Cat is getting the attention that it's getting is because of me. We'll keep it 100 and a buck because people want to see it fail because I bought a bag of it. That's it. There's no other. Nobody even understands the lore of the meme. Half the people that talk about it have never even researched it. They don't care. Their their mindset is we want to see this fail. Like because he's in it, we need to see it fail so we can go and have a conversation about it. So we can say that look at him. He was a part of that community and it failed. See, I told you. It's the truth. See, like this comment that came over from X, which states, sounds like he's about to cry. It's okay to invest in other coins, guys. So somebody like this does obviously the IQ levels here are minimum, probably like 10. And that doesn't mean that you can't go into other, nobody says that you shouldn't go into other plays or whatnot. Like that's not being stated here. What's being stated here, obviously, we're going to help that gentleman because obviously comprehension is something he lacks. We're talking about people pretending to be in a project when they were never a part of it to begin with and use the momentum of it to go ahead and push their own shit. I know who it is. I know their names, but I will not give you any sort of fucking clout nor push that. I will not give you that pedestal. But Crying Cat will make a comeback because I am going to dedicate a little bit more time to seeing it through. I've already given feedback to the team, to the Crying Cat community. Rebrand it. That's it. Just change up the colors. That's all you have to do. Develop a nice website and let's fucking go. Really and truly, let's fucking go. Uh, the big ass victory that comes out of this is Crying Cat on Solana, a chain full of Jeets, a chain full of people who do not hold, do not have no conviction. I want to see it go parabolic there. I want to see it work out there. I really do. If this was on Ethereum, it's lights out. But I really want to see, you know, it take the next step. It's time. It really is. It really is. So if you're gonna hold spaces, like, listen, I'm not the whole fucking monitor. I don't give a fuck. I actually don't care what you do. But here's some advice: if you're really, if you're really about that crying cat life, then hold spaces with just crying in it. Everybody else that is in these spaces, I'm telling you, there are people in these spaces, they don't hold crying cat anymore. They pretend to, and they're pushing their own projects. I see it. I know it. I feel it in my nuts. I don't even have to look on the chain. I could just tell by the way people talk that they don't have this shit. They're passionate about their own motherfucking brand. They don't give a fuck about crying. They don't give a fuck about what crying has done. They don't give a fuck about a community coming together and vibing the fuck out. They just want it to fill. That's it. And I'll acknowledge all the people that wanted it to fill after it goes and hits numbers that these people don't think that it can ever hit. So I'll go ahead and speak about that, when the time is right. Period. Um, Hold on one second. So that's that. That's that on that. So I'm telling you right now, I am bullish. I don't know if like I need to say this, but I am bullish. I'm still in it. I haven't sold the token. I will continue to buy it. That's it. I won't tell you when I'm buying because you guys are fucking assholes and you like to front run. I will just continue buying. Everybody who says they trade against it, nobody trades shit. You guys are just full of shit and you just need a clout and you got your clout. Congratulations. You got your clout by going after me, but I love you, bro. No problem. This is not a sprint, it's a marathon. This is a marathon. You guys want me to support all these things? No problem. You're going to start supporting shit that I do or that I'm in, and then I'll show you the same love. If I don't get the support on the shit that I go ahead and talk about, I ain't supporting your shit. We're moving forward. There's new rules. The rules are David does not go ahead and give anybody a goddamn platform unless his shit's supported as well. It's a two-way street. It's like a relationship. It's two-way street. That's how we're going to play it. So there it goes. That I wanted to get off my chest immediately before we got into meme talks and market updates and talking about Bitcoin 101 and then bringing Leslie on for part two to get the vibe out in Singapore and even talk about G Media a little bit. But yeah, I just wanted to let y'all know where I stand with that. Um, these people do not understand English. This guy, let me just help you out here. Let me help you out here, man, for the day. Let's help you out. Now, if I ever made a project that it wouldn't be sitting at these numbers. I mean, there would be more, there would be structure and everything. So, I mean, like, bottom line, this would not be happening. Um, Unfortunately, I would say that Crying Cat's downfall for the time being was, for the time being, it was Belogi doing the whole fuckery of taking the fucking project hostage and the level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shit, and then also having grifters that came into the fucking picture and essentially used my name because obviously when I go into a project, I go into a project thinking that, you know what, this shit's going to win based on everything that I've done humanly possible to go ahead and research the motherfucker out. But unfortunately, you have people that don't have the same fucking mindset as you do. They're not on the same, they don't have the same vision. They don't have the same long term conviction. And they just pretend, just straight up pretend to be in something when they're not. So I know who it is. I'm not gonna mention your fucking names because you don't deserve to be mentioned on my fucking platform. Bottom line. And I don't give a fuck if this is material for motherfuckers to go ahead and use on spaces, on a podcast, on a YouTube channel. It doesn't matter to me. I speak my motherfucking mind. I don't hide. But I won't give you the time of day or mention your name on a platform that generates millions of fucking viewers per week for the Gokhshtein Media Network. So, episode 493, The Breakdown, powered by G Media, sponsored by Gemini. Sign up to Gemini, get $100 in Bitcoin. Get $100 in Bitcoin after trading $1,000 in crypto. That is just a layup. It is a layup for like anybody. Like you guys trade at like $1,000 every hour. Why wouldn't you want to get like $100 free from Bitcoin and use a service, a platform that is legit, legit. And they got good people too. They got good people out in these streets. All right, let's look at the market. What's up with the market right now? Um, Bitcoin is at 63,518. We have Ethereum at 2646. We have Tether, it's at $1. BNB 602, Solana 146. Let me see and make sure that I'm right on all these things. Hold on. All right, let's repeat that because it just refreshed. 63,201 Bitcoin, 2615 on Ethereum, BNB 606, man. And watch what happens when BNB, when CZ comes back. Solana is at 145. We have XRP 58 cents. That shit don't move from that point, man. That shit is crazy. Dogecoin 10 cents. What else is interesting? Cardano at 37. Tron at 15 cents. Tron seems to always hold that area. I think during peak bull run, it'll probably hit like 40 to 50. I can see it move there. We got Shiba Inu. It's up 8% in the last 7 days. Chainlink's at $11.54, up 6%, about maybe six and a quarter in the last 7. Polkadot's still alive at $4.51. Jesus Christ, this shit don't move. Near Protocol. What else is on? Fuck these things, the utilities. What is on the memes? Let's see what's on the meme side. Dogecoin is number one when it comes to memes. It's at 10 cents with a market cap of $15 billion. We have Shiba Inu coming in second at 8.5 billion. Number 3 is Pepe at 3.5 billion. Nice to see Pepe slowly recovering. Dog with Hat, honestly, I do not have a clue why it's here. But it's number 4 with $1.93 billion market cap. Floki is up at 1.3 billion. Shout out to Floki. Bonk is still alive, 1.2 billion. Popcat is at 865 million. Brett, well, let me see. Brett is at 823, so Brett's recovering. I think it bottomed out around 700 million, and now it's at 823. Probably the biggest thing on base. Let's go with Cat in a Dog's World. That shit is at 472. So now everything starts to level out after here. So now we're going to, I think everybody's in the 400s. Let's see. Mong is at 428, $428 million market cap. Who else is doing well here? Let's see. Who else that's notable? Let's look here. Unless they're not listed. I thought what happened to Nero? Oh, there they go. That 489. So Nero's at 489. And that is essentially the breakdown of the markets. Markets looking good. Markets looking like it's recovering. There's to me like the market is slowly just moving upwards, and I think once uh once we get close to this election in terms of November, um, I think we'll see the markets go parabolic. I hate saying this, but it doesn't matter who's actually in the White House from the standpoint of Bitcoin and the entire crypto ecosystem. But it would definitely help to get Trump in. With Trump in office, the entire market would go parabolic. With Harris, it would just be Bitcoin and and precious metals. That's it. That's what it comes down to. And if you want a successful ecosystem, you're voting for Trump. I hope we have a lot of silent Trump voters in here, and I hope we had a lot of people that are sitting back and saying, you know what? Yeah, we need Trump back. I was doing so well under Trump, and then this administration came along and it fucked things up. Um, by the way, Hester, uh, obviously one of the commissioners at the SEC, they're giving live interviews, and she stated that tokens aren't securities. So this entire time they've attacked, not her per se, but Gary and company have attacked this entire industry, and now they're acknowledging that, just like the courts did as well, that crypto tokens aren't securities. And if you were to look at them, a few of them, and you wanted to label them a security, you'd really have to look into, you really have to do a deep dive and look really into the asset before you can claim that as a security. So that was good news. That was really good news from Capitol Hill. Hester sitting there, and Crypto Mom, as the entire space would call her, sitting there and saying that, acknowledging that after 3.5 years, somebody just finally states it. And now, what does that do for the space? Are people who are real innovators going to think twice before leaving the United States of America, or are we going to have new innovators step up and start creating things in this blockchain space? Smart people get up and start like literally building in 4K things that can actually level up the crypto space. So, welcome to the breakdown, episode 493, sponsored by Gemini, powered by G Media. Waking up at 4:30 is a bitch, I gotta tell you. 4:30 is not for me. It has to be like 5:30 or some shit. I need an extra hour. I need an extra I really need an extra hour of fucking sleep. Yo, for real. Um Also want to say this because I saw this on the timeline yesterday, and I don't fuck with this because I don't fuck with this kind of vibe. You don't have to put other people down in order to get ahead. I'm gonna say that again. You don't have to put other people down to get ahead in life. So I'm not talking about myself. I don't give a shit about me. But I observed yesterday, happens to be somebody that I like, Gigi's. I observed Gigi's try to take a shot at Crash. Why Gigi's? Was really what I was thinking about when I sat back and I saw it happen on the timeline. You have your crowd, Crash has his crowd, I have my crowd, people have their crowds. There doesn't need to be beef at all. The more I think about it, the way it's being presented, I like CTOs. At first I didn't. Okay, at first I was like, fuck CTOs. CTOs are straight up garbage, right? But then I was like, you know what? This is kind of cool because Bitcoin is essentially a CTO. If you really want to think about it, Bitcoin is the first CTO. Satoshi said, I'm out. And look what happened. It's the greatest CTO of all time. So I fuck with the CTOs. I really do. But when you have the narrative going, and I'll challenge anybody here, and you're more than welcome to come to the motherfucking show and debate me on this. But when you have a CTO, right? And I don't speak on every CTO. This is not me speaking on every CTO. It's just me looking over the narrative that's being pushed. So CTOs are great, but when you start saying that we're going to destroy every single project because we think there's the cabal in there, and we're going to give the power back to the people, that community within the next 5 to 6 months will turn into a cabal. It's just funny to hear, like, you will never escape a cabal. Never. And there are good people that actually get together that are called a cabal, but there are good people that get together and they try to build things. And they don't just put shit out there when it's at like 10 million or 15 million. They do give people really good entry points and they work their asses off. So watching, yesterday's shit on the timeline where, taking a shot at Crash for no reason. Crash doesn't call many plays. I sat back, I've watched Crash. He doesn't call many things. He's called what? At most 10 plays, which is not a lot compared to some of you motherfuckers that come on here and all you do is talk about all you do is talk about 19 plays per day, which is fine. If you have an audience for it and you want to talk about that, that is perfectly fine, man. That is up to you to go ahead to do on your own platform. But when you have somebody that comes on and they just mention that they're going to give you 6 Infinity Stones, and then they have a few plays here and there that they don't, they're not conviction plays, they're just plays, but they don't do a lot of plays, and then you want to, call them out when they have an entire audience that believes in them. That's kind of stupid. That is kind of stupid. And then what you're doing in the same sense, when you go after Crash, right? I'm just using Crash as an example, and I'm not here to be his agent or PR guy. That's not what I'm doing here. I'm just using an example again. But when you attack him, right? You bring all the haters out, and then the haters attack anything that he's talked about. For instance, Bobo is not a cabal coin. Bobo is like straight up a fucking community. Yeah, you can really say it's really a community asset. It was at zero. It was dead twice. Nobody wanted to entertain it. Okay? When I was talking about Bobo, not a single person wanted to jump in. Not a single person wanted to jump into it. Okay? There was a few of us talking about it and nobody wanted to jump in. And then people finally jumped in and then it went to 254 mil. It's back down to what? 73, 75 million. It went all the way down to 28. Regardless, you turn people into big time haters. You had a person who lied yesterday. I just didn't have time to go back and forth on social media because that's not a winning game. He said that there was a Bobo before the current Bobo. Now, Rek Takashi is the person who created the lovely shit that you see on here every single day on your timeline called Bobo. That shit that you see every single day, okay? Those memes and those fucking animations, them shits come all from Rek. And some people obviously that donate their motherfucking time. Bobo, by the way, thank you, Guardian. Bobo has one of the best distributions out of all the assets in this space. Ask anybody. Anybody who's not full of shit will look at the holder count and tell you that the distribution on Bobo is phenomenal. It's top 5, top 10. Easy. And it will win. In my personal and humble opinion, it will do very well just because there's a community behind it that is so passionate, very passionate about the project. So shout out to the community. Welcome to the breakdown, episode 493, sponsored obviously by Gemini, powered by G Media. Just remember, man, they're working behind the scenes. You want to fade Bobo, that's on you. Um, did Guardian just say he has 3% of Bobo? Guardian, did you just say, is that a true statement? You have 3% of Bobo? I want to see if Guardian answers. I want to see if Guardian answers to this. Guardian, do you own 3% of Bobo? I see you in the X chat. Let me see if you can go ahead and give me a yay or nay. Do you own 3% of Bobo? Got it. All right. Guardian is the Bobo dev. There we go. And I'm sure somebody will run with that. Um, you have that. So the plays that I'm going to name out that I'm very intrigued by, obviously, I don't know if I haven't ever made the call on Crying Cat. Like I haven't said like Crying Cat is the cat, the number one cat on Solana. I don't think I've ever said that yet publicly. So I'm going to say that today. I think that it will be the number one cat on the Solana chain. Okay. If you can make it on Solana, you can make it anywhere, like on any chain, because Solana is boot camp. Solana is horrific when it comes to having anybody with conviction, have anybody with strong wrists, right? You want people with strong wrists. They can hold, right? They're holding. But I believe Crying Cat will be it. I don't want to hear it. I'm gonna say this right now. I don't want to hear a goddamn thing. I want everybody to listen to me very carefully. I don't want to hear anything. Currently, Crying Cat, let's see where it is. Crying Cat is at 591. Okay, that's the market cap, 591. Let's go ahead and look at it real quick. Give me a second. Let's go into Crying Cat. Give me a second. I didn't think I was going to talk about Crying Cat the entire time, but let's give me a second on Crying Cat. So here we are on Crying Cat. It looks like obviously we got rid of every single person for the most part. I think most of the people that had no intention of being here for more than 24 hours, and most people that think it's dead because people are telling them it's dead, it's not. It's not. So I will say this. We will look back at this video. We will look back at this live show in the next couple of months, and we will see exactly where it stands. It's easy to go ahead and root on for things to go ahead and die out. It's easy to go ahead and root against me, but the whole thing is that I will work my ass off for something that I truly love. Bobo, Pepe, you guys know I worked my ass off to go ahead and break down Pepe, Bobo, Dodo, Sneeboo, Hoppy, Stonks. Bro, like if I have conviction in something, I will talk about it, I will break it down. Period. I will not be surprised. I will not be surprised when Crying Cat does numbers. I will not be surprised. But I don't really care about the market cap personally. That's something that, unfortunately, that's what people look for, and that's not what I look for. You know, if a project is good, it will do well. It will do well. It'll do extremely well without having to become a used car salesperson to go ahead and get you into the project. So, again, I don't want to hear anything from anybody. I don't want to hear a goddamn thing from anybody. If you do not see this as an opportunity to get in, I don't want to hear anything if this shit were to hit 20 to 30 million dollar market cap. I don't want to hear a goddamn thing. If you think I'm going to take an L, like I said, this is personal. This ain't even about the money. I ain't no way I'm gonna give anybody the motherfucking satisfaction. Never, never. If I didn't believe in something, no problem. But when I believe in something and somebody comes at it just because, nah, I don't play that. Especially why? There's a dope ass community surrounding this. There are really good people that are in the crying community. They deserve better. They really do. They don't deserve to be attacked every single fucking day. And think about why they're attacking it. Just think about why they attack Crying Cat. Why? While they sit in the grease trap in these chats on my live show, think about why they're attacking it. Just think about it. Joshua will do well. Don't worry about Pedro Dinero is going to make a comeback as well. I'm not even worried. I didn't hear one person talk about anything. When Crying Cat went from like, what was it, 8K to 10.2 million, I didn't hear one person say a word. They fudded it, but I didn't see them. I didn't hear them say like that thing really did numbers. Joshua, I didn't hear nobody say a word when it went from like 200K to, what was it, 12.2 billion. Excuse me, million. 12.2 million. Didn't hear a word. It was silence. They'll only talk about things. They'll only talk about things when they're down. That's the kind of, I mean, it's their upbringing, man. It's their upbringing. What can I say? But we're going to go ahead and turn this shit around, man. I will make sure that, you know what? I want to buy right now. How about that? I want to buy right now. Give me a second. Why not, right? Fuck it. Buy right now. And the man must be through to the night. Oh, say 'cause that star spangled banner, yeah, way. For the land and for the free, and the home of the brave. Every day I get messages. The like, yo, Dave, yo, Dave, are you still in? And I'm like, why wouldn't I be in? Like I think that's what happens a lot of the times is that this is why we need more education in this space. No matter how much you tell people, listen, listen, don't follow me. Do what you need to go ahead and do. They still look for somebody to hold their hand. I don't ever get nervous on any of these things. I look at these things as long term conviction plays. I don't look at these things as short term plays. I'll take stonks, for instance, right? I've been in stonks since I don't know when I don't even know. I don't remember when the fuck I went into that. But I was up big. I was up huge. I didn't touch a single token. I didn't touch a single token. I didn't sell nothing. Nothing at all. Not a goddamn thing. Because I believe there's a long term future to it. I know that'll do well. Hey, and listen, if it doesn't, it is what it is. It is what it is. And it's funny, Guardian only knows one wallet. He doesn't know the other wallet. And I could have sold off. I didn't. I was like, if I went ahead and created a project, or if I was running a project, if I CTO'd a project, I'd want people who believe in me to also hold strong. Like I would want people to have my back the same way I'd have theirs. And that's what I do. That is what I do. And I don't have to tell anybody this. I'm just, today I'm more so just ripping off the band-aid and talking about it just because I see like crying is undervalued. Like crying is super fucking undervalued. And there is no way it should be sitting at its current price point. It should be destroying everything in its way on Solana. Legit. If we talk about it in 4K right now, it should be. But it isn't because you have these fucking leeches that pretend to fucking support this goddamn fucking project when they don't. They got low T levels, okay? They're a bunch of son of a bitches. And all they want to see is Crying Cat go to fucking zero so they can go ahead and say, look, see, that was one project David was a part of that went to zero. It sounds stupid. You sound stupid, but I love you, bro. Anyone who thinks that during the bull run everything won't at least go back to all-time highs is crazy. And that is right, Guardian. Everything will go up during the bull run because everything always goes up. I've seen the shittiest projects go up. But when I look at Crying Cat, it is not a shitty fucking project. It is actually a good fucking ecosystem that is so undervalued. And a lot of these motherfuckers just will not go into it due to the fact that I'm in it. Just so you remember, because I'm holding a bag, they refuse and they don't want to go into the motherfucker because that means that if that shit's successful, then air quoting here, that means that David hit another play and they can't have that. Their ego won't allow it. So it's fine. I'm still going to find a way. Trust me. I haven't even talked to anybody. I haven't asked nobody if they've looked at Crying Cat. I have done nothing of the sorts. Zero. I've actually just sat back the same way I did with Bobo and I've assessed whether or not it has a future. And for me personally, it does. Change the branding. That's literally a 24-hour thing to change the branding. And that's it. And have the community continue to do what they've been doing. I think next week, Crying Cat is signing a partnership with one of the biggest, I think it's one of the biggest animal shelters, best friends that make sure to go ahead and protect these wonderful fucking cats and shit. So Damn, bro. I don't need to tweet it. I don't need to tweet it. I don't need to do nothing. I don't need to tweet it. I don't need to tell anybody. I don't have to do shit. I don't have to do a goddamn thing. I know what I can do, but I don't need to do anything. I don't need to tell people to buy anything that they don't want. You need to go ahead and look at it for yourself and see if the shit fits. That's all. Welcome to the breakdown. Episode 493, sponsored by Gemini, powered by G Media. I talked about Stonks easy, a dope play. I talked about GigaChad on Ethereum yesterday. I'll talk about it today again. I think GigaChad on Ethereum is going to do very well. As soon as people start going after, the Twitter accounts and they try to, take them down and they report them and yo, I already know that is a bullish sign. If you're not really scared of anything, then you will not, and I mean you will not attack. You will not attack a project if you are not scared of it. Ladies and gentlemen, I looked at the holders of GigaChat on Ethereum. I am fucking bullish. I'm sorry, I can't see the X comments. I can see everybody else's comments, but I can't see the X comments. Oh shit, I forgot 12:30. Let me go ahead and send the link out to Leslie because I wanted to go ahead and talk about some of these it's the same link, man. Hold on. Damn it. Let me error out for this. Man, allergy season is in full effect, man. Allergy season is in full effect, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, it's in full effect. I see where we have fighting the only place that fights is X. Every other platform, ain't nobody fighting. I'm telling you, most people aren't even fighting. Only on X do people go ahead and take out their dicks and start sword fighting. Hold on one second. It's crazy. Y'all are crazy, man. I see it all the time. I'm like, only on X do people take out their little peepees and they start fighting with each other. Or just bullshit. Like y'all came, you know what's really crazy? You guys came you came to crypto to make money. And yet you won't work with each other. It's weird. Weird energy, man. You will not work with each other. I'm not selling GigaChat on Ethereum. I think it's going to do very well. I really do think all the money is going to be flowing back to Ethereum. So I am not fading anything on Ethereum. You can fucking rip me apart, yell at me, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't really fucking matter. I am not fading anything on Ethereum. Okay. Nothing on Ethereum. But speaking of crypto, and speaking of a boss lady, okay, I see what you did here. Hello, Leslie. Wait, what the? Okay, hold on. So you saw me wearing gray, and you decided to also go gray with the
Wait, how
butterfly?
come my voice? Can you hear me?
I hear you. Hi, Leslie.
Hello, everyone. Hey, David. Thank you for having me back.
I don't know why I have you back, but welcome to the
Am
show.
I lagging or are you lagging?
You're lagging big time. I don't know if I can continue to have
Bro,
the
this is some
COO of G
BS.
Media with a connection. What are you using? Dial-up?
I think I'm lagging because I cannot hear anything.
Why don't you reset your computer and actually get uh like FiOS? I can't talk. Leslie, reset your whole thing and come back on. What the hell is this?
Get what?
Your connection sucks.
Let me come back.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable, Leslie. Unbelievable. Welcome to the breakdown. We're waiting for Leslie to come on here because I want to ask her some questions about Singapore. I really didn't get to talk to her about Singapore because yesterday I had a space to attend, which was hosted by Gemini and Miss Teen Crypto, where we talked about Bitcoin. When I got into Bitcoin, where Bitcoin is going, I think it was an interesting conversation. They did record the space. You can go ahead and, if you'd like, you can go ahead and replay it. It's on Gemini's page. And by the way, Gemini trolled me. They trolled me. They found a pic of me smiling. That was fucked up. I see Crying Cat is moving. As we've talked about Crying Cat, it has made a move. The cat is alive. The cat is moving. Let's go. Hello, Leslie Mota. Are you ready?
Is this a lot better?
Finally, you have a connection. Welcome.
Well, you know what? This connection over here on the mountains, I mean, what can you do? It's like I either choose to live out in the mountains or choose a connection, and I think I choose to live in the mountains. How about
Live
that?
in the mountains. Okay, so today, what did you feel like? I'm going to tune into his show. I see he's wearing his power suit. I'm going to put on, or I'm trying to find, or going to find a gray suit to match up with him with a black tie. Is that what we're going with?
It's a bow.
I
You
see.
know, okay. So I was not even trying to match you this morning.
You're lying. You're
So-
full of shit.
Great minds think alike. This is what happened, David. Remember yesterday when I told you I was going to wear a suit or a blazer?
Yeah.
This is actually the one that I was going to wear. And when I saw that you were wearing a t-shirt, button up, whatever freaking color that was, I mean, that color, I'm going to tell you here live in front of all of your viewership, just in case they don't want to tell you, don't ever wear that color again. We need a color that makes your eyes and your skin tone pop, and that color does not. So this is the one that I was actually going to wear, and then I was like, okay, well, I'll just wear it on Tuesday. And then when I logged on and saw your live, I was like, you got to be kidding me. He's gonna think that I copied him. But
Okay.
anywho, great minds
You
think
look like
alike.
a fucking highlighter yesterday, and you're talking about my $400 shirt.
You look like a freaking highlighter that lost its color. How about that? You know,
I'm
when
just
you're
saying. I'm just saying. We can go with tit for tat. It's all
David,
good.
you look like a highlighter that ran its course, you know, like the yellow one, and then that turns beigey because
I'm
there's no more
sorry that
color.
you don't understand. I'm sorry you're not into fashion. What can
No,
I
I am
say?
into fashion, and it has nothing to do with the cost of the shirt. Like if the color don't match your skin tone, it just doesn't do anything for
You
you.
know
It
what?
just doesn't.
My DMs blew up yesterday with both women and men trying to get
I
with
want
me.
to see that. Okay, proof, because otherwise it didn't happen.
Listen, if if I was bisexual, I would have had a great
Oh,
time in my DMs.
David. Okay. Whatever you say, if that color shirt makes you feel good, great about yourself, you love the color, you feel confident, you feel hot, sexy, whatever the hell you feel, then by all means wear it. I'm kind of like your publicist, your what's it called, your stylist and all that stuff, and we just want to make sure that when you go on camera and you present yourself to your audience, you look the best possible version of yourself.
Let's not kid ourselves. Before you met me, okay, you were wearing overalls, okay, and now you are trying to tell me about fashion,
Oh
right?
my, you're saying that you were wearing overalls
No,
before I
you
met
were
you?
wearing, you know, Osh gosh begosh, whatever that shit is called.
What the fudge is that? I didn't shop at the Baby Gap. You did.
You were literally wearing overalls
David,
on spaces.
you already know that when you met me, I always wore blazers. I always wore, dressed business like. So I don't know what you're talking about, son.
Listen, I'm keeping it 100. Now, whether you choose hey, listen, it is what it is. I leveled up your game. You should go and just like acknowledge it and say, you know what? He did.
Oh my
Before
goodness.
him, before him, I was in spaces, talking about women's rights, and you were part of obviously the feminist party. Kind of like I hate men. I had to suffer through an hour and a half of your bullshit, and then you had a woman who was talking for 45 minutes. I almost fell asleep while I was driving my car. Uh, at the end of the day, Les, I changed your life. Acknowledge me. Exactly.
This has to be a joke, right?
It's not a
David,
joke.
before I met you, I was a professional.
What? A professional what?
Look, you were a
Feminist?
manliness
You
when I
are a
met you.
professional feminist.
You call me a feminist, but you were a manliness. I'm gonna tell your whole audience here. You talk
I was
about
not mayonnaise.
female empowerment, and let me tell you something. I have a screenshot, and I am going to post it on X today of that space that you're talking about, with you being in that space, being very supportive of all the women empowerment spaces. And guess what? You were in there with your little penguin. No, wait. Yeah, was
It was a
it? Or no,
sappy
your
seal.
sappy seal,
Yes.
PFP. The one that had like the wife beater on and that little Mexican sombrero with a little stain, a beer stain.
I made sappy seals cool again.
Yeah, that's the one that you were going in and doing your women empowerment, supporting
I
women.
was not,
And
first of all, I
you
didn't know
were
it was a women
supporting women. You
empowerment
stayed
space.
there in the whole space, that
Listen,
whole
listen to
hour,
me.
David.
Listen, I don't support liberals, okay? I do not support liberals and crying people who are literally crying. Shout out to Crying Cat. People that are literally crying on stage. Oh my God, I had a rough life.
Oh
Let
my
me
gosh.
start off when I was 4 years old.
I want to tell your whole audience here that before I got hired on, you were going into the women empowerment spaces. And then that's how you met me. And yes, you probably thought I was boring because you said Leslie is boring, but I want to hire her. She's a woman. I empower women and I love women empowerment spaces. That was
Leslie,
you, David.
without me, okay?
Oh boy.
Without me, you would be working for a secondary network reporting live about women's rights by by a hot dog stand in New York
David, you
City.
didn't even want to hire me. It took you 3 months.
That's the point. That is the point.
What is the point, bro?
I ain't gonna hire a feminist.
You were in the spaces, women
Yeah,
empowerment. You were like,
because
I
I was
love this
forced to.
feminist
I was
women
forced to
here.
be in this space, okay? I was forced to be in this space and I had to listen to that shit. Okay?
Who forced
Now,
you? Who
feminist
forced
Leslie,
you?
feminist Leslie versus real Leslie right now, two totally different people.
I was never a feminist. Where are
Yes,
you
you
getting
are.
that
You
from?
are a feminist.
You were a
Okay?
manlinist. Okay, I was a feminist. You were a
No,
manlinist
I
then.
support women, but I don't support women crying on stage.
Nobody was crying on stage. We were talking
Oh,
about
there was
accolades,
there was
accomplishments,
crying. There was a
empower.
lot of crying.
There was no crying. There's no crying in crypto. It was about what
Exactly.
people are
I
building,
sure
how they
don't
got
thought.
here, their accomplishments, their knowledge in the space. It was about getting to know what women are building in this space, because up to this day, we still don't do that enough. It's all about the men, the testosterone. It's the men that cry the most in this space. David, you're always crying in spaces. You're crying on your life. Everybody, it's like the men cry the most in this space more than women do. Women, we're builders. We just build. We silently sit in the back.
Sorry, I heard a little men aren't good enough.
I
You know,
did not say that.
men aren't good enough. Men don't. You know what? You guys, I got to tell you, man, women love to trash men, but without men, the trash doesn't get taken out. Do you understand that?
David, in no way, shape, or form did I trash men. Men are cool. Yes, men can empower women. So, like, put your ego aside. For
Without men, cities fall apart. Men do the dirtiest jobs in the world to make sure that the cities continue to operate. Show some respect to men.
And without women, there would be no men, because then who's going to birth the men?
Do you really want to get on? Do you really want to touch on these topics right now?
I mean, you went there, David.
I don't give a fuck. I'll win this debate.
You know, instead of complaining here, what you need to do is go get on the grill, cook me a steak, and then go get me a bottle of wine. How about that?
Are you washing the dishes after?
Maybe you can do that too.
See, the feminist party wants men to do everything, and then they want to disrespect them.
Once
G
in a
Media
while,
is led by a feminist.
I'm not a feminist.
Yeah, you
I'm
are.
a realist.
It's all coming out now. It's all coming out now.
I'm not a feminist. I'm a realist, David. You
You
guys
are a
always talk
feminist.
about, go make me a sandwich. A sandwich, like, bro, cook a steak. Like, do
What
something.
women have you? What women have you empowered?
A lot of women, David.
Really? I made a goddamn magazine about women in crypto.
So we're okay. So I see where you're going.
Done for women?
It's about what you made, what you
I
built.
don't hear you. What have you done for women?
So
My platform, which brings in millions upon millions of people, I made a magazine called An Issue, Second Issue, okay? Women in Crypto, empowering women. What have you done for women?
So you're saying that in order for you to empower somebody, it has to be visible to the public. You can't do it in silence. You can't do it behind the scenes. You know, only what God sees and what you do. So that means in order for you to get credit, it has to be visible and it has to be put out there. I mean, it can't be in silent. Is that what you're telling me?
You
It's just
are
like
a public figure, and you are on
so you're supposed to be putting everything out there to get credit and accolades from human and from the people in order to validate what you've done for somebody else.
all you son of a bitches.
No, answer me that.
Listen to me.
No, answer me. So we need public validation now for what we do behind the scenes.
You must all acknowledge me.
Bro, oh boy.
Can we get to the topics now? Because you're not winning this.
No, we can, because I don't know what got you on this maninous rant this morning.
I'm happy that you.
Men.
I'm happy that you've joined my show for a second time now. I
Thank you for
appreciate
having me
that.
here, David.
Because I
Thank you
know
for
that you
inviting
probably
me
have
personally.
other obligations with another show. But hold on. Let me just bring out these. What happened? Why are you smiling? Did I say something? Did I say something, Leslie?
I know exactly what you're getting
Why
at
are you
and what you're
stuttering,
referring
Leslie?
to. Huh?
Why are you stuttering?
No, not stuttering.
Why are you laughing? Is there something
Because you're
funny? Did I miss the joke?
I mean, I didn't know that we were gonna be in a comedy show today. That's why I'm laughing.
This ain't comedy. Anyway, let's go to some of the things that I wanted to ask you. So, being that you were in Singapore, what are these crypto companies doing wrong?
Being that I was in Singapore, some of the things that I think these crypto companies that are doing wrong is bringing more awareness and visibility to their brand and engaging the community a little bit more to understand their product. And, you know, people need ambassadors. One of the things that I think being in these conferences is like people are building, you know, they build their community. How can you tap out into other communities and bring I can't stand you today. You're on one, bro.
Yo,
Like, you're on one today.
why
But
are you blushing?
huh?
Why are you blushing?
I'm not blushing.
Are you
We're
okay?
gonna I'm okay, but we're gonna have to talk about this BS when we later on, because this is some BS, David. This is some BS.
No, I'm
But
asking
any
you what's wrong. Are you okay?
No, are you okay?
I'm fine. I mean, like, I see that you're stuttering a bit. You're blushing. I don't know what's happening here.
So you're telling me that I put too much blush on.
No, I mean,
When
I
you tell when a woman has blush on and you tell them they're blushing, now you're telling them that they put too
no,
much
no, no,
blush
no.
on,
I
David.
can see your skin changing now.
No, you can. I think it's your lighting in your
The whole
eyes.
audience, the entire audience is saying it.
Wait, the audience, I don't even see any comments. I think you're just
I've seen
saying that.
plenty of
Don't blame it
comments.
on the
Let me
audience.
ask you a question. Forget about these crypto companies. Who did you meet in Singapore that is
I met
making
a
you blush?
lot. I met a lot of people. Oh my gosh. I sat down and had an interview with Charles Hoskinson. He
So
was freaking
Charles is the guy that's making you blush?
oh my god. No, you know who's making me blush? The girls. I met with Las Vegas Barbie.
Really?
I
Girls are
met with
making you blush.
I met with
Very
Mel
interesting.
and then with Crypto G. Those
Girls
are my
are making
girls.
you blush. Ladies and gentlemen, did I not prove
Um,
my point today? She is a feminist. Okay. This is how I met her. How many years ago did I meet you? 4 years ago?
something like that.
4 years ago. Okay. I was forced into being in a spaces. She got like 120 people in this space, and they're talking about some wild shit. Okay. Crying about how men this, men that, men get paid more, men nah, 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 nah. How about you? You know what you should have said that day? Ladies and gentlemen, okay? You could get paid the same if you actually put your ass to work. That's right. We out here grinding. And there's only like fucking 14 women in this space. How many
Number one,
women are in this space?
we were not
34?
even number one, we were not even talking about pay that day. We were talking about what the women were building and their accomplishments, etc. Number two, David, a lot of the times, yeah, men get paid more, etc. But who comes up with a lot of the ideas? The
Man,
women. And then in order for the men to execute it, it's like we have to pitch it to the men like it's their idea for them to even accept the idea. Because as a woman, if you pitch the idea as our idea, it's like, oh no, we're not going to accept it, or it's a bad idea, or we're not going to execute it. But then the minute you turn around and then you pitch it like it's a male's idea, it's like, okay, you know what? Let's take it. Let's run with it.
make
It's like
men great again.
women are the foundation of men.
Women are the foundation of men.
Yeah. We're the backbone of
You
men.
understand you came out of our ribs, right?
And you understand you came out of a woman's vagina, right?
Yes, I understand that.
Okay.
Wow. All right, welcome to the breakdown, episode 493.
Hold on, what's happening? Oh my god, I left myself on the other thing. Ah, I left myself on the voice changer. Okay, hold on.
Wow. Oh my God. I swear to God, I woke up and I'm like, okay, we're literally going into a comedy show today.
Welcome to the breakdown, episode 493, 7 away from 500. Who would
Wait,
have
so
fucking
who's
thought?
talking about strong wrists? Were you guys talking about strong wrists? Men have strong wrists. Yeah, we know why.
Yeah, especially the ones that attended Singapore and went to Mother's Party. We know they have strong ass wrists because
David,
them boys never had a woman in their entire lives. That is 100%. By the way, thank you very much for everybody tuning in and saying that I won the argument. I appreciate it.
what?
We know.
Oh,
Look, let's
it's
drop
all
the
the men sticking with the men.
No, that there are plenty of women in here that understand that. Look, we can't be a part. Let me ask you, all these feminists, why don't they ever come out? You know what? Let me not even start. Let me not
They're
even
not
get in.
feminists. It's just like women. We support women. We empower women. We love women. And just
Why don't
because
you
you
love?
support
Why
and
don't you
empower
love
women,
men?
why do you
Why
have
does
to
it
be
always
called
have
a
to be about
feminist?
gender? Why does it always have to be about gender? Why can't you support men the same way you support women?
David,
I
I
support
support
women
men.
and
I've supported you for how long now and put up with your BS for how long and been a very strong foundation for your brand, David? How is that not supporting you? Even with your freaking shenanigans.
Me?
Yeah, you. Not the easiest
Wow.
person
The
to deal with.
disrespect.
No,
The disrespect.
it's talking. You just asked a question. Why don't women support men? I'm like, bro, I'm right here supporting you, a man.
Is this how Tammy also feels when you guys talk about me behind the scenes?
We're not gonna, Tammy
Well,
can't
what happened?
speak
Why are
for
you
herself.
stuttering? Is this the real conversations that happen behind the scenes at G Media, which is led by women?
David, what happens when
Mic
Tammy and I speak?
Mic drop, led by women. Because I don't hire based on gender, but if you want to speak about gender, you know what? Women are leading my company.
That's right,
That's
son.
right.
That's right.
But if a woman was the
As it
founder and
should be.
CEO of Gokhshtein Media, you know what? Y'all wouldn't hire any men unless it was something like, hey, we need a porter to clean the toilets.
David, most of
Hire
the
a
staff
man.
is men. Most of the staff is men.
Who?
Our biggest superstar is you. Like, you're a man. And then we have Akil, we have Hamad, we have Gabriel, we have Mr. Dude, we have Sean, we have Josh. And I know there's two more that are, within a
Wow,
possible
Julie's gonna be
contract to come
upset.
on. If I missed anybody on the team, I am so sorry. So yeah, when you're saying that I don't hire any men, most of the crew is men.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
You
And then
just
when we
named
travel,
people.
when we're
You
doing
just
live stream,
named
most
some
of them are
people.
men.
You just named. Half the people that you named work in the back.
Some like to work in the back, David.
I am not touching that. Welcome to the breakdown, episode 493, sponsored by G Media. Excuse me, sponsored by Gemini, powered by G Media. Oh my God, man. I got to tell you, there is no winning. This is what I go through every single day. And then they say, I'm the problem. I'm not the problem. I try to
Because you're
deliver
very stubborn.
solutions. When I have to go up against these women in this company, you don't understand. It's hell. It is downright hell. Okay. I am happy. I am happy that I still look wonderful at my age. Because if you have to deal with this woman, if dealing with these women on a day-to-day basis, holy shit. Holy shit. Anyway, I don't know why we're talking about women. Okay. You guys
You
have your
started
own
it.
conferences anyway. Women empowerment and women in Web3 and women this and women that. I don't see any love towards the men in this space at all. I don't see no love towards the men.
Because they're all over. They give each other love. We love men. I mean, we never said that we didn't love men. Men are awesome. They're amazing,
Tammy always wants to throw hands with a dude, okay? Why don't
Men
she
are
ever
the
want to throw hands
fertilizers,
with a
David.
woman? Why doesn't she always? She's never said I want to throw hands with a woman. She always wants to throw hands with a dude. You
Because
feminist people, okay? The feminist party in the crypto space is unbelievable. Never acknowledging the men. Never,
David,
never acknowledging men.
we
Anyway,
acknowledge men as the fertilizers, fertilizing everything, whether it's positive or negative. Oh my
speaking of
gosh.
which, what do you look for when you hire people to come on to G Media? Because people think, it's funny. People think that I'm a part of this fucking process of hiring people onto G Media. So if you think G Media sucks, then it's all Leslie's fault. If you think G Media is amazing, you can give me all the flowers. But by the way, why are you on your phone? Who are you texting? Is there somebody important?
Don't worry about it.
Anyway,
Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
you're not my dad.
You're not my mom. David,
When
anywho,
you look to hire somebody for, hire somebody for G Media, like, what do you look for?
I look for a lot of things. First
Do
of
you look
all,
at
it's
your
like
phone while you're hiring them, or
No. If I'm on a Zoom call or on a Google with them, of course, you're going to be professional. You're going to.
Well, obviously, the truth
No,
is
look.
all coming out. The truth shall set you free. Love seeing
This
this.
is why I don't want to say it out loud, because the thing is, now I'm going to say what I look for in hiring somebody, but I want to keep those questions private. I want to make sure that I'm able to ask those
Well, who are you
questions.
looking for when you go out there and you look? Who are you looking for?
Who am I? Anybody that does content, anybody,
It's like anybody with a pulse. That's right. Say how you
anybody
feel.
with a what?
Say how you feel. Anybody with a pulse.
Not necessarily, because just because you have a pulse doesn't mean that you can execute the actions or whatever the job entails. I feel like I'm sitting being questioned and interrogated today. Like, you woke up and you're like, I'm going to be savage mode today with Leslie on live. I'm going to put her on the
No, I
spot.
asked you a question.
Like,
You
you're angry with
redirected.
me and you're letting, okay, like you're angry based on our
I'm not
last meeting,
angry.
and you're like, I'm gonna let it out on live today. I'm just gonna put her on and boom. Like, okay,
I am not
fine.
angry. Number
Want to
one,
have at it?
I'm not angry. I'm actually holding back. I'm also being very polite that I'm not talking about politics. I'm not talking about Trump or Harris right now. I'm sitting back, cool, calm, and collective in my own lane. I brought you on because I wanted to know more about Singapore. Obviously, you keep looking at your phone, so it must have been a hell of a fucking trip that you probably have met somebody that's making you smile. Like literally, your smile is as big as the Joker's. Did you meet somebody?
Tammy,
Seriously,
I
did you
love
meet?
you. Julie, I miss you too. We need to get
Did you meet somebody in Singapore?
freaking absolutely, David. I met a lot of people. I met a
Whoa,
lot of
whoa, whoa, whoa,
amazing
whoa, whoa.
people. I saw people that I had seen at other conferences that I was able to see and got to see again, just as a surprise and things like that. Yeah, I did meet people that I wanted to meet and see. So,
Is this a picture of you?
bro, yes.
Okay, why I was sent this photo. Apparently, somebody found you on Tinder. Are these facts?
No, I'm not on Tinder.
Somebody sent me this picture, said, this is your profile picture on Tinder. I just want
I
to
need
know
to I need to
if
see that
you're looking
profile.
for a man on Tinder or a woman. I don't know,
No.
I don't know which way you're swinging here, but is this the picture?
David, leave my
Why?
GM
Where are you
picture alone.
looking? Why are you
That
looking to
is
the left
my
or right?
good
It's a direct
morning
question.
picture. Hi, Tammy.
Tammy can't save you, man.
Anybody can save me.
Who
David, let me answer
who
the
is the
question.
guy?
Let me answer the question.
Who is
Number
the
one,
guy that
hold
you've
on,
met in
wait.
Singapore?
This is a problem with men. They don't let women talk. They don't
No,
let
I'm
women get a
asking the
word
question.
in.
Who's the guy you met in Singapore?
I met a lot of guys, but I didn't meet like one in particular for me to date. Look, what I want the public to know is that right now I am emotionally and mentally unavailable. I am single, not ready to mingle. I am
Not what your Tinder
emotionally and
profile says.
somebody,
It's
I don't know.
absolutely not what
Somebody,
your Tinder profile says.
well, then somebody's going to get catfished because when they meet that person in public, it's not going to be me.
Ladies and gentlemen, Leslie Mota is on Tinder. So if you're looking, what is this? If you're
David,
looking
careful with your
for,
text messages.
she looks really good for 54, okay? Look at her.
Six. Six is in the chat. Six. You
She
were
looks
not in
she said
Singapore.
she's
Honest was in
56.
Singapore.
I'm sorry, I thought you were 54. 56-year-old woman here. She's single and she's ready to mingle. Okay? Find
You're
her
such
on
a
Tinder.
freaking hate, Tammy. I'm gonna talk to Tammy Appleline. You're such a hater, and you're such
She
a
runs
hater.
media. Like, listen, she's the total package here. Well,
And
we
I
know
look
that.
younger than you. That's why you're a hater.
You do not look younger than me
The
at
hate
all.
is coming out. Like,
Yo,
it's
yo,
ridiculous.
you're sweating me. You're literally wearing my colors today.
You copied me.
You are wearing my colors today. First of all, tell the people what's your
You're
real
such a
hair color.
hater.
What's your real hair color? What is your real hair color? Go ahead.
You're gonna.
Tell people your real hair color.
Oh my god! Is this like put Leslie on blast day?
Leslie is really a redhead. That's number one. Okay, so you all know, really a redhead. She
Ooh.
dyed her hair, okay, to match up with me today. Dyed her hair black. Got a black bow tie on, matching with all my black ties. Got the gray suit on, white shirt.
God.
Bro. We know.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is firsthand what delusional looks like.
I'm sorry.
This is literally what delusional sounds like. Number one, I'm Mexican. My parents are Mexican. Of course, I'm going to have dark hair. Number two,
that is a lie. Oh my God, that is such a lie.
Number two, everybody knows that I wear black and white. Even at conferences, Julie, you're my witness. Julie has spent time with me in the Airbnb. Big also stayed in the Airbnb one. So everybody knows that I wear black and white. So if anybody copies me, it's you. And number two, maybe my hair is dark brown with reddish tones, but I mean, it's still dark.
Slowly, the curtain is opening up, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been trying to tell you for so long, I have been kidnapped and held in my own office while Leslie has gone on all these trips seeking out the one. The one.
See, look, even Big says that these are definitely my colors.
You look nice. Nobody says you don't look nice.
No, because you're saying that I'm copying you.
I'm glad that I'm rubbing off on you, Leslie.
David, I need you to understand that I always had style prior to you. And you may have style when you wear suits. That I am going to give it to you. But when you wear Henleys, you have no style. Tammy, tell him. Well, everybody, welcome to the breakdown. This show has now been hijacked by me today, Leslie. Today, we are going to be talking about how David can be a little bit delusional sometimes. This is my hair. This is my style. I did not copy him. And no, Gata, I am not 50. David just likes to tell everybody that I'm 50. But because I do look a lot younger than him, he gets so mad. 6, yes, we are 20. For some reason, it's like he copied me. I already had this outfit picked out yesterday, and he chose to go with.
I can't believe 6 is not. 6 don't got my back out in these streets, man. Look at him. He's out here. Another feminist. 6 is a part of the feminist party.
So are you? You hired a woman that thinks that's a feminist. So you're a feminist.
How can 6? How can you even agree with her? She wants to get rid of men. Like, that's the mission.
Yes,
these women are on a mission to get rid of all the men in the space. They're tired of, well, there's not a lot of men in the space to begin with, but they want to get rid of the real men in this space. All right? That's the Tammy out here lying her ass off.
Don't even talk about Tammy. No, Tammy can't speak on herself, so don't talk about Tammy. I am going to defend Tammy. Tammy ain't lying over here. Tammy knows what's up, and yes, I'm younger.
Anyway, you know what? I have nothing more to say.
6, I'm always wearing blazers.
Yeah, I've never seen Leslie wear a suit All of a sudden, she dressed up in a suit.
It's a blazer. I'm always wearing a blazer.
I know you're wearing a blazer, but I never see you try to match up with me. What is this?
It just happened.
It just
We're
happened.
not jumping on David. Nobody wants to jump on David 6. Nobody is jumping on David. Nobody wants to jump on David. Maybe the men, but not the girls.
Should I show my DMs? Should I show my DMs?
Yeah, I don't know. Do it.
Anyway.
We definitely need more women in crypto, David. That I will say. I think we need to do a show. Ladies, I want to let y'all know that I will be bringing back.
There are plenty of women in crypto. They're just not on. They're not on crypto Twitter. And
because
I'm happy
you
about
guys
that.
Scare the women away. Look at your attitude.
No, not you guys. I don't scare anybody away. If you haven't recognized, you are the COO of G Media. So I don't scare women away. I actually empower women, something that you claim that you do, I have done, and I've empowered women in this space, okay? I've empowered women in this space. And nobody can ever say that I haven't. Even my biggest haters can't go ahead and say a goddamn thing, okay? I don't have sausage clubs, okay? I am inclusive. I don't care what color you are. I don't care if you're Mexican, Leslie, okay? I don't care where you're from. Wow. As long as you know what the fuck you're doing, you can come and join this family. I don't care. When I call people bitches, they ain't gender specific. Everybody can get that word thrown at their asses.
You have to stop being disrespectful.
I am not disrespectful.
Let me tell you why. Because dogs are loyal. Dogs, they love people. And then, some of these people here are not loyal, are disrespectful. And now you're freaking insulting the dogs by calling people bitches, David.
Guys, I just want you to know this is what I go through every single day, except that she ain't smiling like she's smiling right now into the goddamn camera, okay? This is what I go through.
Because you told me to smile. Like yesterday, I wasn't smiling, and you told me you got to smile more because you have an RBF.
Yes, you do have a resting bitch face. You do. 100%, Leslie.
Well, yeah, I woke up and I had the giggles today.
Yo, 6. Does she not have a resting bitch face? 6 knows you longer than me, right? 6. Does Leslie not have a resting bitch face? Go ahead. This is somebody who knows you longer than me. Go. Let's see. I'll fucking wait here right now.
See, 6 has always told me.
No. Don't make excuses. I want to hear 6.
6 told me that I am the nicest person and I need to stop being nice to people.
Yep, he said yep. You got a resting bitch face. There you go.
Oh.
That is your friend. That is the homie who knows you longer than me, homie. Resting bitch face, okay? You're always looking to beat me up, okay? I call you in the morning. Hey, Leslie, good morning. Yo, listen. They ain't even a good morning.
What the?
They ain't even a good morning, Dave. How's it going? How's life?
You want to have diarrhea of the mouth in the morning and talk about I'm like, okay, let's get to one thing first. Number 1. And then number 2, it's like you want to talk about other things that are going to happen in the future. I'm like, one step at a time. Let's execute this task first.
Do you ever let me finish
and then we can move on to the next thing.
And it's like, sentence?
What?
Do you ever let me finish a sentence?
I do, but you don't let me finish. It's just like right now, you keep interrupting me. Like you don't let me finish. Like, David, this is exactly the morning. I'm like, finish, and then I will go. You go, and then I'll go, and then you interrupt me. You don't let me finish.
When I'm articulating myself to you, you cut me off, and then you like spin your whole narrative, okay? And then you get angry. I'm like, I didn't even finish yet.
6. What the 6? I'm gonna have to get on a call with you after. Why are you defending David today?
She doesn't. 6 is right, though. You never let me finish talking. I can never get my point across. And then, like, you come up with your own, like, thesis on, like, what the fuck I was going to say. You know it. Look, you're laughing. You know it.
David, like the other day. Okay, guys, this is David, okay? Tammy, I already told you this. I told David, hey, David, let's schedule a meeting so we can wrap up Singapore and then let you know all the deliverables and the tasks that need to
And
be
I said, what's up?
executed.
I said, what
There
time?
you go interrupting me. There you go interrupting me. Can I finish now? Can I finish?
Ooh, I'm so scared. Go for it.
And then I tell David, okay, we need to execute these tasks, etc. So let's go over to-do lists and tasks that need to be completed from Singapore. And then he's like, okay, talk to my assistant. And I'm like, what? And then he sends me a calendar to schedule a calendar with him. So I do that. So if you're scheduling a calendar with somebody and then text me, can we change the time because it's too early? I'm like, no, you had those times. So we're going to do those times. Then we schedule the calendar professionally. And what does David do? David, don't mute me because you know I'm spitting facts.
You're not. You're lying because you forgot that you're 3 hours behind now. So you were like, oh shit, I gotta wake up at this time. I was ready at 9, 10, 11, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It doesn't matter. I'm a businessman, man.
Right. So I scheduled the meeting at 6:30, which was 9:30 your time. Right?
I was fine.
Okay, so I was fine with it as well. But then weren't you the one, hey, can
noticed
we?
that you fucked up on the scheduling. Listen, yes, all you motherfuckers, you want to talk to me, you can hit up my Calendly,
Tammy,
okay?
you see how he don't let me finish?
No, because you are lying to the general public.
I'm not lying. And then instead of doing the Zoom and Google that we set up, you call me. The
Yeah,
first thing, yes.
lucky I called you. I could have put you on Zoom. You're lucky I called you.
I was okay with Zoom. That's the professional way to do it.
I called you. You weren't even prepared. You didn't even want to listen to me.
David, what did I tell you the meeting was going to be about? Wrapping up
I
Singapore.
told you what the meeting was going to be about.
I told you.
Bro, are you fucking around? Like, I told you exactly what we're going to talk about.
David.
And you forgot, okay?
No. What ended up happening?
What happened in Singapore?
Tammy. Okay, you know what? The only one that knows what I go through is Tammy. Tammy. When I picked up the phone, I was like, "Hello, good morning."
You can't talk to Tammy here. She ain't live. Listen, I don't care.
Tammy, the first thing that started
in Singapore. I don't care.
Let me talk.
Did we make business in Singapore? That's all I give a shit about. Did we network? Did we make business connections? I don't care about Singapore. I don't care if these virgins were dancing with porn stars. I'm not interested, okay? I seen the clips. It was embarrassing. You got a bunch of virgins throwing dollar bills.
Not all of them are virgins. Some get laid, David.
Yeah, they weren't getting laid. I know who gets laid, and I damn know well who doesn't. And if you look at those goddamn clips, ain't none of those motherfuckers getting laid. Okay, ask 6. Okay, 6 is up in the strip club all the time. He knows who gets it and who doesn't. These people were definitely not ever. They're never getting laid. Honestly.
Can I finish though? Because you interrupted me like 5 minutes ago. So Tammy, I'm going to talk to Tammy. Tammy, so when I picked up the phone and I was like, hello, good morning. Good morning, boss man. He was like, diarrhea of the mouth. This is what I want to do. This is what I want to do in the future. Blah, 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 blah. And I was like, wait. And then I interrupted him because, of what I wanted to talk about Singapore and the deliverables that needed to get done. And then he got mad because he's like, you're not listening to me of what I want to do. And I'm like, no, I'm listening. I'm like, but the meeting was supposed to be about something else, and then it was about something else that he wants to happen in the future. I'm like, so yeah.
I just want to apologize to everybody.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a productive conversation. I thought I would be able to showcase the COO of Gokhshtein Media. She
No,
did
this is
fly out
productive.
to Singapore. She did cover Karate Combat. She did cover Token 2049. She did get swag from Gemini, and Gemini didn't give me swag. She started sending me videos of her coffee cup from Gemini and her sweatshirt that Olivia gave to her, but I didn't get shit in return. Okay, I'm out here in these streets daily talking about Gemini, how great Gemini is. Okay, what did I get? I got nothing. Okay, I got
Can
nothing.
I tell you that the Gemini's booth was freaking phenomenal?
Great. You can keep kissing their ass. I'm spitting facts right now. Okay, she went. She had a great time. She's sending me pictures. She's chilling with Barbie and G and all these people that are having, phenomenal time in Singapore. Getting sunburned. It was hot out there. She was looking for water and shit. Great. All I wanted to know is, did we accomplish our goals out in Singapore? That's it. And then I already wrote down so many things that I wanted to discuss, okay? She didn't let me get a word out. So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know why you're looking all like, what? I didn't catch you off guard. I'm keeping it 100, a buck, as they say in these streets.
David,
Yeah,
that's
take a little water.
exactly
I know
the
you're
conversation that we wanted to have Monday morning, and you went off topic. You went to something different.
Anyway, I would like to thank you for your service with G Media. I appreciate you as the COO, even though you do represent a party of feminists like you, Tammy, Julie, and others.
We're not feminists.
You're
We're women.
feminists.
You can't put us in a box. You can't put us in a corner.
Anyway, I'm going to really read into your Tinder profile, and we will talk about that on tomorrow's show. 494, the breakdown, sponsored by Gemini, powered by G Media. We'll be talking and going through Leslie's Tinder profile, and also
No, for
I think she's
wait, for real. Did somebody
on,
make a Tinder
Bumble or
profile?
something like that. But we'll talk about that. Leslie, I'm glad that you had a great time. By the way, if anybody wants to work for G Media, we are looking for media personalities. Contact Leslie. She's excited. You can see on her face. She's excited to meet with you. So DM her, send her a message. If you know how to create graphics, if you know how to create content, contact Leslie. Look at her. She's excited to go ahead and meet with you. Okay? She is excited. She cannot wait to go ahead and have a conversation. Look at her. I'm going to clip this up and send this out on the G Media social media account. Look at the excitement. She is holding back. She can't wait to speak to you. On that note, Leslie, thank you so much for coming on here. I am so happy you had fun in Singapore. I am so happy you had fun at Token 2049. I am happy for all the stuff that you have been able to create here for G Media, the partnerships and sponsorships. It's the women in Web3 that can get things done. I believe in you, Leslie. I believe. I am a believer now. Especially after this conversation, I must even apologize to you, Leslie, for coming at you sideways. I apologize. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, the show has gone over it's gone past 1 p.m. It's 24 minutes.
David, I just want to say that
I actually have work to do. I have to create content and make sure that everything goes out, kind of thing. So
okay, mister.
I will have to go ahead and leave. If you want to start your own podcast, Leslie,
I will on Friday for all the women and all the feminists. Yes,
bring on the feminist party. Have them all cry about how it's not fair. I would love to go ahead and tune into that shit. It's just
David, thank you for having me on your show. Finally,
welcome.
after a year, I really appreciate you, and
Yeah.
you've been such a huge support system.
Yeah.
I appreciate how you have helped me rebrand and expand my brand and be visible and be out there and, a shining star. Without you, I could have not done it ever. So really appreciate everything that you've done for me, because we all know that alone I can't do it by myself.
Love to hear it. Love to hear facts being spit on my show. Shout out to Six. I haven't seen Six in a while. Shout out to the whole G Media crew. You know how it gets down, and you know the truth. The G Media employees know the truth. They know how I get treated.
Oh, they know the truth.
Yeah, they know the truth, all right. They know
They know the truth, all right.
Unless they will lie to you by you. But shout out to the past employees. Shout out to the present. And shout out to the future. We're doing big things.
Shout out to David for color coordinating with me today.
Shout out to Leslie for really taking G Media to the next level. I appreciate this wonderful woman. I can't believe I'm saying this without vomiting, but I appreciate this wonderful woman. This woman is an asset, and I am very, very happy to have her leading this entire organization. Thank you, Leslie. I appreciate you, even though you are truly a feminist and you only seem to look out for women and not for men. Or specific, I should say. You have a few men, though. You do have a few men that you do have some chemistry with. I shall not say their names, but I think you understand who I'm talking about, right, Leslie? Uh-huh. That's right. And on that note, give them a goodbye. Say goodbye to the people.
Goodbye to everybody. Thank you for tuning in specifically to hear me today, the COO of Gokhshtein Media. David, thank you for allowing me and giving me a platform on your show today. And goodbye, especially to all the men that I have chemistry with.
Wow.